Greetings. So, all of the photographs that are currently all over my room are from my life, from my parents. They were born in the 1920s. They adopted me. I know my room's kind of a mess, but I've got pictures everywhere that I've been sorting. Really, for 19 years, I've been sorting them. They're everywhere. Negatives. I finally got a light board. I mean, there's just pictures everywhere. Um, More pictures on the floor here. Letters. More pictures. A bunch of pictures that I have to scan and give to my kids. But yeah, there they are. Charles and Martha Compton. Interesting. So I've got all these pictures that I'm scanning, and I've got projects that I'm working on with these pictures. Here's another box. These are the really old photos. Just tons of photos. Yes. So all these pictures are my projects for the cards that I want to produce. I want to produce a line of cards, really interesting, photographic, of which I've already started my first two cards, just kind of test cards of what I want to do, what I am going to do and publish. So this is the first card that I did. No, this is the second card. These are pieces of Valentine's from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, specifically cards that my mom and dad sent to each other. And after sitting in a box for 20 years, I decided I was going to photograph the card and do a mosaic. And for some reason, I just love mosaic. So that's the first card. That's a picture of San Francisco that I pulled apart and put into the mosaic. Yes, it's the original. No, I don't think I have a negative, but it is what it is. And then this one is mosaic. I took a bunch of tiny, again, I have the negatives of some of these, but these are small little pictures that I cut out of my mom when she was little and when she was, in her 30s, 40s, probably 50s, maybe. Anyways, and I just love the concept of this mosaic tile stuff. So this is going to be a card. I have to toss it into GIMP and fix the edges because, it was just a test. And if you look really close, you can see that I definitely need to do something in GIMP to go around these edges and I don't know what I'm going to do. Do something to tighten it up. Anyways, so these are my projects with the pictures. This is my company, Indie Inky, that I'm starting. I've realized it is I'm going to have to be patient with myself because what I really want to do and what I really want to do well is produce unique photographical, mosaic, etc. Artwork for the postcards that I want to publish. And they're postcards that actually go into an envelope, and I want to print them on fine papers and on metal papers, possibly the metal papers. It's very expensive to do that. I don't know if that's something that people are going to want to buy. But anyways, so I was reading some of these letters, and then I just pulled one out here that refers to me as far as the adopted girl. I was brat number 2. My adopted brother was brat number 1. And so basically, I'm looking at this clip, and it's like, a brat is a child who acts like your own but belongs to a neighbor. Yeah, so it's kind of not really super endearing. You know, the way people viewed adoption back then, they didn't want to tell, they lied to a lot of us. I asked both my parents to their faces if they knew my name, because when I was 17, I started searching for my birth mother. They let me search for 14 years. They had the name the whole time. They lied to my faces and said they didn't have the name. And, so we tell our stories now to heal, to not to remain codependent, but to heal, to make a difference in the world. Sorry, there's hair stuck to this picture. To make a difference in the world, and um, to change our culture. So this is kind of like the backstory of what I'm doing. I mean, I just love photography. I'm not a great photographer, but I have a good eye. I can point and click pretty good. And for now, I just have all these photographs that I am obsessed with, and I want to edit and manipulate and, cut into pieces. Of course, I'm going to reprint them, cut them into pieces, or something like that. I don't know. I'm still figuring everything out. But anyways, so I just want to create. I want to create with all of these photographs. And I don't want to have just boring photographs on a card. I want this. I want beautiful pieces of photographs, of beautiful old cards, something completely unique and iconic. Is that the right word? Is iconic the right word? I don't even know. I'd have to look it up. It sounds good though. All right, so we're going into 8 minutes recording this, so I'm done. It's the middle of the night. And so just doing a little story there on Indie Inky and why we're even starting this business and the obsession. And I'm really glad that my adopter was a crazy photographer, because apparently she was.